The height, 1.80 meters to 1.90. Weight, 78.7 kilograms to 79.2. Reach, 188 centimeters to 198. All 4 inches taller, 2 inches longer in the reach. Rules, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, but fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. In the case of an accidental foul, we go to the scores after the 4th round. Little stare down going on right above us.
There you go up in the ring. Up to Michael Buffer, the ring announcer.
Little madness in the ring right now. Buffer's like surrounded. Referee Wayne Kelly's got to get in there and separate him. This is getting ugly.
We're going to have a pre-fight fight.
And Jones had his trunks around, his coveralls up by his ankles, so he really couldn't move.
A lot of people in that ring. Too many.
All 6'3", Jones 5'11".
Well, it's Michael Buffer's trying. Here he is.
With Square Ring, Caesars, Indiana, the Jordan Brand and Pacers Sports and Entertainment present 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. Sanctioned by the Indiana Boxing Commission. The 3 judges assigned to ringside scoring this bout on the 10-point must system will be Dave Harris, Gary Merritt, and Alejandro Rochin. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Wayne Kelly. And now for the largest crowd ever to attend boxing in Indiana and the millions watching around the world on HBO World Championship Boxing, ladies and gentlemen, from Conseco Fieldhouse, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with white, and weighing in at 174.5 pounds. He brings an excellent professional record to the ring tonight, consisting of 25 bouts, 24 victories, including 23 knockouts, with only 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, here is the #1 ranked WBA light heavyweight challenger in the world, Richard the Destroyer Hall. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing silver and black, and weighing in at 173.5 pounds. In 1988, while deserving Olympic gold, he captured the silver medal. Since then, as a professional, his record stands at 41 victories, including 33 knockouts with only 1 loss, and that avenged, while garnering 4 world titles and being universally recognized as, pound for pound, the best in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pensacola, Florida, presenting the 4-time world champion, the reigning and defending undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Richard, Roy, we're boxing for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Shake hands, come out boxing at the bell. Good luck, 12 rounds.
This should be fun. Oh, man.
I hope referee Wayne Kelly is on his toes. Round 1.
Paul is a southpaw, 4 inches height, 4 inches reach advantage.
Roy Jones will switch to southpaw.
Hall, 23 knockouts and 24 victories, 1 loss, KO'd by Rocky Gannon in the 10th round back in '96.
Richard Hall, black trunks. Roy Jones Jr. getting a tremendous ovation here tonight in the silver grayish trunks, black stripe.
Hall trying to use that right jab as a rangefinder. Roy can fly in there. He hasn't been able to hit him with that jab left.
Now take note, the Destroyer is much taller and has the reach, but he's up against probably the most talented fighter in recent times.
Big step up for him in competition.
Former middleweight champ, super middleweight champ.
Oh, and he hurt him with the right hand.
2 right hands. They say Roy Jones, you never know how he's going to show up, but he seems to be all business here in the first round.
I think Roy found his range already. Oh, what an uppercut by Roy Jones.
Well, he's going to toy a bit with Richard Hall, I think.
Oh, looks like he's slowing down already. He's wobbly a little. Roy's not going for the kill yet.
Yeah, he was rocked from that.
There he comes.
Yeah.
Oh, right hand by Roy Jones. Another right hand. The crowd's going wild.
He's down.
Left hook. A left hook drops him. He never saw it coming. They're up to 6 on the count. Roy Jones in a high step move like Derek Gainer did earlier tonight.
Well, you may be right, but he's going to finish it early. He's been known to carry fighters.
Hey, I want to fight a WBA #1 contender.
Very good point. I was just thinking myself, this guy is #1.
I could be a champion. Big right hand. Oh, he's down from a right hand. Roy Jones Jr.
Down twice.
And look at him. Look at him. He is upset. 24 seconds to go in round #1. Roy Jones has that mean look. Roy Jones is a nice guy outside the ring. He's a mean guy inside. 13 seconds to go.
Indeed, he wants to finish it, but he's running out of time here in round 1. Or maybe not.
And he saves by the bell.
Richard Hall down twice. Looking very shaky.
With a right hand. Okay. All right? Okay. Don't pause out. He's throwing the right hand at you now. Stay down low. Come on. I told you you're going to have to take some big shots from him. He's just strong early now. Do basic stuff. Circle him. Don't stay in front of him. Use your jab. Now you got to move your head quick. All right?
We're going to take a look at those knockdowns.
Here comes the first knockdown. Straight right hand by Roy Jones. He's out of position as he spins. Boom, left hook. I mean, you can't teach that. And then a little high step showboat by Roy Jones Jr. Second knockdown. Roy setting him up with the right hand. Catches him, wobbles him. Looked like it might have been a short left inside. There's the left hook. Spun completely around him. Didn't know where Roy was on the first knockdown. I thought it might go 2. Let's see what happens.
Round 2 scheduled for 12, but it may never get that far. But then who knows? Roy Jones could suddenly want to go a couple of rounds.
I think Roy Jones knocks this guy out early, makes the WBA have to answer a lot of questions. Why was this guy rated #1 based on beating absolutely nobody?
Well, you know, the word is on Hall that he's got a questionable chin, questionable stamina, and a questionable defense.
Oh, that's how you get to be #1. Oh, nice short right hand inside by Roy Jones. And another right hand by Roy Jones.
Roy is...
Watch for the left hook by Roy Jones.
Unloading some heavy artillery.
Big left hook staggered him. Wayne Kelly is close on this one. Roy Jones trying to get in position and land the leverage with the punch.
What a versatile fighter.
Did you say that Hall was slow also? Oh, right hand
Roy's in the corner. There's an opportunity possibly for Hall.
No. Oh, straight from the shoulder right hand by Jones. And a left hook. Missed the uppercut. Guess that mouthpiece came out, I think.
They hit him with a solid right.
Something went flying. Jones a little sloppy.
Yeah, Jones does get a little careless.
I think he just got carried away.
Well, Richard Hall standing. Looks a little wobbly, but he has very long legs.
Get the feeling Roy can end this anytime he wants to. Anytime he decides to do it, it's over.
That's what I mean. He may let this round go by. He wants to show the crowd that he can end it anytime he wants to.
He's chopping Hall down. I think Hall's name should be mismatched. That should be his nickname.
Hall's playing with him a little bit here now. Wants to give the fans at least a couple of rounds.
Less than 30 to go in round number 2. Roy in the corner, but he can throw a nice right hand from there.
Hall firing away, trying to take advantage.
Fast hands by Roy Jones.
Right hand. 10 seconds remaining in round 2.
Get that jab working boxing.
You see Roy Jones, so quick. Left hand, right hand. Hall's taking a good shot now, but he's just slowing down because Roy Jones is wearing him down. Good arsenal from Roy Jones. He can gamble and throw looping punches, but Hall's not going to respond.
Round 3 scheduled for 12.
Hall's corner wants him to move left or right. I don't know if he has the legs to do that.
Let's see if Roy coasts a little bit here in round 3.
You see Jones has turned southpaw, so he doesn't care too much about Hall.
Let me ask you this question, Tony. He's talking about going up to the heavyweights and fighting somebody like Lennox Lewis, who's 6'5" and 240 pounds. What kind of a chance would he have?
But the scary thing is he didn't want to fight James Buster Douglas, who's 6'5". Now he wants to fight Lewis as Jones comes on and does damage from the southpaw stance.
Oh, he was offered a tremendous amount of money to fight Lewis, or Buster Douglas.
So I don't know. It could be talk because his contract with HBO is winding down after this fight. He has one more pay-per-view fight that he owes them. So who knows? Could be just contractual leverage.
As there's really no one left for him to fight.
Big overhand left from the southpaw Roy Jones. Last time I saw him turn southpaw was against Antoine Berg, which really did some damage way back when. That's another manufactured #1 contender.
Jones has been quoted as saying, "I don't miss going out there and putting my life on the line." And he has said a lot of negative things about boxing, but then all of a sudden he can be very enthusiastic.
He's the best fighter in the world. Because you want to give Richard Hall some slack, but Richard Hall ain't that good. He shouldn't be in the top 10, let alone #1. He's just he's fighting a buzzsaw.
Richard Hall's corner told him to move from side to side.
I bet they've been out in the state of Indiana.
But here he is standing right in front of
They're asking to be hit by a right hand.
Quick right by Jones. Hall trying to jab.
He's just too slow. That's a backhand slap right there.
Roy is kind of coasting through this round.
Yeah.
Got everybody excited in the first round, knocking Hall down twice.
They would have been happy with a first round knockout.
Slipped in a right to Hall's jaw. Final seconds of round 3. Body shot from Jones at the bell.
If you can, try to shoot this guy with some combination. Don't worry about the big shot. Don't worry about the big shot. On my head, shoot. Just touch him and load up on him. All over my head. Then 1 or 2 big shots. He's getting out the way. He's waiting for him. Just touch him a little bit. Touch him.
All right, Richard. Start going up underneath there with the hard body shot. With speed now. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2. All right, not power, more speed now. You're doing okay. As long as the fight goes, we're all right. But don't let him get his feet set. All right? And move that head. Roll up under there sometime. Speed.
Jones likes to work the body. There's a right hand. Maybe he's trying to do something spectacular. Took Virgil Hill out with a left hook to the ribs. There he tried a right to the ribs.
Round 4. Jones put Hall down twice in the first round. He's coasted through the last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you have that feeling that he'll end it when he wants to end it.
Yeah.
And they were telling Hall in his corner, don't let Jones get his feet set. I don't think that's a problem.
Get the feeling that Roy's trying to do some kind of spectacular knockout that we haven't seen before.
He is an amazing athlete.
Just wish there was more competition for him.
His athleticism reminds me very much of Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
He was a great athlete. Every once in a while you see a fighter who comes along who could probably play other sports. And Roy has played basketball.
Yep.
And if you notice in his corner, he really doesn't pay attention to what anybody's telling him.
Now
he's got it in hand.
The only fight left for him would be Darius Michaelszewski in Germany, and I know he wants $10 million to go to Germany to fight him. Maybe the Lennox Lewis talk is a way of getting Michaelszewski people up the ante. I think they offered him $4 or $5 million. $5 million is what they offered him.
Roy said he's not going to be pressured in any fights. He doesn't care about the money. He'll take a fight if he thinks it's of interest to him. And what you're seeing here in the 4th round is Roy is coasting along on the ropes.
Showing his defense. That shot hurt to the body, that left hook. Hall trying to go back to the body.
Slipped an uppercut in. Hall's got him in the corner.
Nice left hook by Jones. Hands down by Jones, and Hall can't reach him. Go to the right.
Must be interesting to know what's going through Jones's mind in these fights.
Watch a lot of his fights. He's awkward, but you know what he's going to. Seems like I know what he's going to set him up with. Look at him use that right hand right down the middle. He has no real left jab, but he has a good left hook.
Well, he's staying along the ropes in the corner, allowing Hall to land a few scoring punches. There's an exchange.
2 good right hands by Roy.
Final seconds of round 4.
Oh, a big right hand by Roy Jones.
He's staggered. Hall. Round 5. Roy Jones Jr. in the light trunks. Richard Hall in the dark trunks. Jones's only loss was a disqualification against Montel Griffin. Griffin was down and Jones hit him when he was down.
Yep.
And so he was disqualified.
Came back in the rematch and ended it in 1.
We saw a very active first round for Jones. Posted through the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounds.
Jones throwing right hand leads to the body.
And that has a tendency to irritate a lot of people. The fact that Jones toys with opponents.
Yep. Oh, he's just pounding the body now. You notice Hall bouncing away.
Very independent thinker. If Jones feels he wants to go to distance with Hall, he'll do it. But I doubt it very much, because I think he needs to knock this guy out.
Yeah, you fight a big man. You know, if you go to distance against a big man, especially if you had him down early, how come he couldn't close the show?
Well, then they'll say, oh, he went the distance with Hall. He'll never be able to fight in heavyweights.
Right.
But this is his first time in Indianapolis.
Oh.
And the people love him here. And apparently he wants to dance around for a few rounds and pick his shots.
Oh, he's just teeing off now, doing the body. Now he's going to the head, showing him angles. Now this is the classic Roy Jones, where you don't know what way he's going.
The referee doesn't know which way to move.
Roy's just opening up angles. He's embarrassing the WBA's #1 contender. What can I tell you?
Is this the round?
Oh.
Is this the round? They rocked him with that right.
Trying to think if Wayne Kelly was the referee when he knocked out Brian Brannon in New York and looked at the ref. I can't remember. But if you tell him to go on, he will.
Now he's over in the corner again. He's going to take a break. Closing seconds. Oh, there's a flurry.
Break hands.
And that ends round 5. Typical Roy Jones round.
Relax there. Let's have fun. This guy can take a shot. Just keep touching him like that, okay? You might be able to get him out of there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As long as you can touch him, Roy. As long as you can touch him, don't get touched. That's all I'm concerned about. Hitting him with some clean shots. Your weapon out.
But when you come in, make sure your legs are back. Come on, now get that rhythm on it. Give him a rhythm. Come on. Give him a rhythm. Come on now. Get that rhythm on there. Come on. Come on. We're in the 6th round.
AC Jones with the left. Brings the right over, starts to go into a little dance routine. A lot of angles, a lot of punches with power.
That one rocked him.
Looked at the referee, said, okay, I'll continue.
Round 6.
It's on a little bit of a show.
Roy Jones won a silver medal in boxing in the Olympics and was named the outstanding boxer in the Olympics with a silver medal.
Because he got robbed with the gold medal.
That's right.
Bout.
Roy Jones doing his thing.
Best fighter on the planet. And he looks like he got cut.
He hurt him. He's holding his eye. This may be it.
Jones pounding away a little while.
He might have stuck his thumb in Hall's eye, because he was rubbing his eye.
I don't see any blood.
And you got to give Hall a little credit here, because he's taking a pounding. After being knocked down twice in the 1st round, he's still here in the 6th round.
Might be better to end this and put him away.
Courtesy of Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Richard Hall trying to be game. Dancing on his toes a little bit. Right hand from the champion. Undisputed champion. Look at that left hand. He whipped that. Right hand.
Chopping rights.
Hall's taking some shots. hits. Left hand.
It's getting a little wobbly, though. Roy's hands down. Not even, look at it. Hall can't even catch him.
Richard Hall showing some intestinal fortitude here
Hanging
in the 6th round.
Jones takes part of the round off, and Hall can't capitalize.
Well, rather, Jones counters with a right to the midsection. Jones kind of lulls you into feeling secure, and here he comes with right hands. Again with right hands, doubles the right.
You see him wind up.
Closing seconds of the 6th round. Round 7 for Roy Jones Jr.'s undisputed light heavyweight title.
Nice to hear that, undisputed. The only one.
The first light heavyweight since 1985. Hall in a corner.
I may be hard on Richard Hall, but I'm really being hard on the WBA because he's not showing me any skills whatsoever. I know he's been dropped a couple of times, but who did he beat to become the #1 contender? Believe it or not, he's a WBA interim light heavyweight champion because Roy was unifying the title. He was plugging a hole until he got to the WBA version, I guess.
Now they're getting a few smattering of boos. I guess maybe the fans wanted to see Roy go some rounds, but now they'd like to see it end.
Right to the belly. No, they've seen enough. They know it's no competition.
Roy walked into a right hand.
I don't think he felt it. Turn southpaw.
He switches. But when you're that talented, I guess you could lead with your feet if you wanted to.
Yep.
Left hand. Every time Roy scores with a punch, the crowd goes, oh!
He's chopping him down now.
Got him in a corner. Hook right. Hall's trying to show a little theatrics of his own. Right hand staggered him.
Maybe here comes the finish because he went back to orthodox.
No doubt about it. Jones is a rare athlete in this sport.
Might be definitely the best in this era.
It bothers a lot of people that he does all these things you see him doing. It seems he can fight from any angle with whatever he feels like employing.
He does things wrong like Muhammad Ali did things wrong.
Final seconds of round 7. Well, you notice Roy does not let fighters hit him either.
No, not at all.
And Ali did.
You can't do nothing no better. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're hitting him with everything. Step ahead. What round we in? Hey. Okay, we going 8, baby. 1-8. Feel good? Gas good?
Breathing. Relax. You're all right. Richard, all you got to do is punch at this motherfucker. You done took his best shit. You got to counter. Lead off. You're not punching. Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
Come on now. You got to punch. The best defense in the world's offense. You're going to get hit. Get hit hitting this motherfucker.
Roy Jones fighting southpaw. Brings the right hand and the left. 1-2. Wonder about Richard Hall's credentials. Last 5 fights: Fabian Garcia, Anthony DeGeni, Gary Ballard, Carl Willis, Joseph Harris.
And here we are in the 8th round. Again, the question is always asked, what is Roy going to do in a particular fight? Is he going to go the route? He's going to take the opposition to the fullest, or is he going to end it? Hall was down twice in the first round. It looked like it was bye-bye.
I got it. A clean sweep by Roy Jones, 70-61. I think Roy's going to try and put him away before the 12th round, because you know it would be a chink in his armor for his his critics to say, well, you're so great, you couldn't put down this manufactured light heavyweight. Maybe you can't fight the big guys. You couldn't knock out Telesco, even though he had a bad wrist in the last fight.
What is interesting, though, Tony, is that he put Hall down rather easily in the first round, and yet through these rounds he's hitting with some tough shots. He's rocking with some tough shots, but Hall hasn't gone down.
And that right hand by Jones, I think he planted his feet a little more firmly in that first round. The adrenaline was going. Now it's just, he's toying with the guy, because I don't think he has any respect for him. But he should knock him out and just get it over with.
We posed the question at the beginning of the fight that Hall had a questionable chin and questionable stamina. Suddenly that chin seems to be holding up fairly well, and the stamina is not bad.
I still think Jones is going to knock him out. It's just, I think he's trying to knock him out to the body. He knows he can knock him out to the head.
Well, he's a tall, lanky fighter, and they seem to be more susceptible to body shots. Round 8.
He wouldn't be this effective against Lennox Lewis, because Lennox Lewis at least be throwing a jab out there.
Ring Magazine recently polled a lot of boxing experts on how Roy Jones would do against a number of different heavyweights, and I believe every one of them put Jones down. Right hand.
There's 2 types of heavyweights today. There's a small heavyweight like a Chris Bird. Hall looks a little wobbly. There's the giants. Jones trying to go for the finish.
Richard Hall's taking some shots to the head. He's been rocked.
I just saw his promoter, Murad Muhammad, stand up and point, put him down.
I heard that. He's gotten the word to finish it in the 9th round. Let's see if he can do it.
Richard Hall's face looks a mess.
You mentioned a few minutes ago the importance of going to Hall's body, and I agree. I mean, he's whacking him in the head. And I think he might go faster if he whacks him in the midsection. Here's Hall with a flurry and a counter.
Big combination by Roy. I think he's going for it here.
Hall trying to fight back. He took some combos to the head.
He's trying to muscle Roy. Roy's good at throwing an uppercut at this angle.
I was just thinking, the tape on those gloves and the way Hall was throwing those punches sideways, that tape could open up a mean cut.
Yep. Even the crowd's chanting Roy now. They want to go home.
Crowd is putting pressure on Jones.
Jones from the southpaw. I think if he's going to take him out now, it's going to go to the head, because he's been to the body enough to soften him up.
Minute 30, halfway through round 9. Conseco Fieldhouse here in Indianapolis, Indiana, sporting a nice crowd tonight as Major Boxing comes back to the city for the first time in a long time. Roy got away with a little headbutt there.
A little something. Got a minute to go here in round number 9.
Right hand, left, right. Hall has become a punching bag, but he hasn't gone down since the first round.
Roy continues to reach him with that right hand.
Oh, what a right. And Hall says, hey, that didn't hurt me.
And Roy's going to wait for him to get out of position if he keeps playing around like that.
He's giving it back to Jones, and he walked right into a right. Right to the midsection. Oh, a left to the head. A left from Hall at the bell.
That's what the people wanted to see.
We got 3 rounds left. Let's just box this turkey.
Now, come here, boy. Now punch now. Come on.
Breathe easy.
Breathe easy, brother. Keep your hands up. You've got to gamble now. We're going down that stretch. Remember we talked about this? Come on. You got to go.
I get my coach. I'm gonna get my coach.
Let him go. Let him go,
Let
baby.
your hands go. Feel like a champ? Oh, yeah. You're looking like one, baby. You're looking like one. Just keep up the good work. We got 3 more. We got 9 minutes. Let's have some fun. Be careful. You got all the rounds wrong.
Let's go.
Round 10. Tony, what would happen if Hall put Jones down?
I think it'd be silence. Because you see something you've never seen before. The only time Jones was down, Louis Del Valle put him down in New York. Kind of like a slip because the canvas was wet, but it counted as a knockdown. But it'd be one of the biggest upset stories of this year. Not even if he won, just put him down.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. That becomes the lead story.
He does get careless, but his athleticism is incredible.
Hall's corner said you got to gamble.
I think Richard Hall is starting to sense that here I am in the 10th round. I could go the distance against the undisputed champion.
He had feather in his cap, but Telesco did it. David Telesco in his last fight. Hall just kind of lunging and trying to hold on.
Jones really doesn't care, though, whether he goes the distance or he doesn't go the distance.
It just depends on how much respect the fighter shows him. I don't know if Hall showed him that much. Maybe he'll say in the post-fight interview, I wanted to punish him. You know, Ali used to say stuff like that.
Hall's going to need some bed rest after this fight.
I think he'll be free falling out of the top center real quick. Roy's got him wobbly again.
He has taken some heavy hits to the head.
It's like the combination, maybe 2 fights worth of damage.
And that can be scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Roy in a corner.
That's why I like to see Roy. You know, it would have been nice to stop him in 1 round and spare the guy the punishment.
Body shots. Jabs. Right hand. Take your pick. He does them all. Left, right.
The way he's wobbling back after he gets hit. He's not firing back.
30 seconds remaining in round 10.
Starting to remind me of George Savallo, the old Canadian heavyweight that everybody used to beat up on back in the 60s.
And he has some severe brain damage. Final seconds, round 10. Here comes Roy.
Big combination.
Round 11. Roy Jones Jr., undisputed light heavyweight champion in the light trunks. And the #1 rated challenger from the WBA, Richard Hall, in the dark trunks. A right and a left.
This is getting brutal to watch because I got Roy ahead 100-88. Complete shutout.
But you know, in boxing, if Hall goes the distance,
The feather in his cap.
no matter whether he takes a beating, he can say, I went the distance with
The greatest
champ.
fighter in the world. Yep.
And I got robbed.
Yeah, of course. 10 years from now,
I got robbed.
I beat him and they stole it from me.
I really got robbed in Indianapolis. Highway robbery.
We talked a lot about Ali tonight. It's like when Ali fought Chuck Wepner in Cleveland. Wepner wanted to go to distance. Oh, big punches. Roy Jones turning southpaw, doing damage again.
This may be it. Here's Wobbly.
Wobbly, legs wide.
It's amazing that Hall's still standing, particularly after.
Oh, man, saves the Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. I think he's taken enough. Rain Kelly should think about stopping this.
This may be stopped.
Oh, man.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's enough, Wayne, and that's it.
Stops it. Fight is stopped right before the bell.
And I just saw some compassion in the ring from the corner of Roy Jones Jr. They saw Richard Hall wobbly. They were screaming to get Jones' stool into the ring so Hall could sit down. And he's sitting down right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Hall has taken a tremendous beating here tonight.
And maybe this, as we see the end of it, the right hand started it. Roy Jones kept throwing punches, could even time it. Left hook did the damage, kept coming forward. Richard Hall has no response, and Roy's just chopping him down. Roy maneuvers him into the corner, and those shots are just snapping his head back. All Roy Jones. Wayne Kelly was behind Roy Jones, came around him, got in between and stopped it. Good job by Wayne Kelly as we see Roy Jones pouring it on. And maybe this is a message to all these so-called boxing organizations. When you give a man the #1 ranking, he better have some talent to go with it.
And leave the politics out of it.
Amen.
Unfortunately, that'll never happen.
Of course not. And somebody like Richard Hall takes a battle as we wait for Michael Buffer.
Here's Michael Buffer.
The 1 minute, 41 seconds of round number 11. The winner by TKO victory and still the reigning and defending undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. is now 16-1 in world title defenses. Undisputed light heavyweight champion, a fine athlete who literally toys with his opposition. Larry Merchant is up in the ring.
We just heard from the CompuBox guys that Roy Jones Jr. landed 32 of 38 power punches in that last round.
Amazing.
Ooh.
He is some athlete. And he pleased the crowd here in Indianapolis, making his first appearance here. I have to believe he'll be back.
I think so. And, you know, he's scary because of his talent and because of what he can do to his opponent. You know, like I said, I wish he'd got him out of there earlier.
Larry Merchant is up in the ring, evidently going to He may interview the referee.
Jim, Wayne, Richard Hall took a savage, brutal beating. Why didn't you stop the fight earlier?
Well, Larry, he was in the fight. He was a very resilient fighter. He was coming back strong, and a few times he had Roy up against the ropes. He was clearly losing the fight, and that's why I did stop it when I did.
We're watching some action earlier as he's taking punishment, but certainly he had no chance to win the fight. He had not shown he could hurt Roy Jones. What was the point of letting it go on for that long?
The point was, as I indicated earlier, he was in the fight by throwing punches back. If you wait a few more seconds, you'll see he'll come back with some punches. Not in this round, but another one. And very resilient. When I did stop the fight, he actually objected. His cornerman didn't, but he did. He was willing to continue, and he asked me, why'd you stop the fight? I'm ready to continue.
Would you have been surprised in a fight of this nature if his corner had stopped the fight earlier?
No, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Thank you very much, Wayne.
Thank you, Larry.
Well, it's easy to second-guess a referee.
I thought he did a fine job.
And the corner can always throw the towel in.
True. I mean, it doesn't have to be accepted, but that'll tell you that they're giving it up. And look, if I hit you and you wobble and you come back, where do you stop it? In mid-wobble? I mean, a lot of guys get wobbled. Wait to hear from Roy Jones Jr.
Larry Merchant is still up there, and he has the champ.
Performance. Let's go to the first round where you obviously stunned Hall. Did you think that he was going to be easy at that point?
No, I never thought he was going to be easy. I knew he was a good fighter. I expect to be a tough fighter because he's such a strong puncher.
Did you go in with the idea that you wanted him to know what he was up against right now?
That's right. I want to let him know that he and I were the champ. He's in there with the man, and he better respect that. First of all, it takes the opportunity to thank God for giving me the opportunity to do all the things I do. I'm so glad it's trying to be a terrific performance. The people in Indianapolis are great. I enjoyed myself, had a beautiful time. This was a superb evening. I just thank God again for giving me the opportunity.